Hey, my name is PolishLynx and welcome to the last part of Chaos Girl, which is called Chaos Girl 3, Dark Friday. So, here we go. Of course the name stays the same. No, this one. Set Universe 8. Okay, doors closing. At the sound of a clear, crisp voice, the train's doors slowly slide shut. I stand shaking and cold as the train speeds through Tokyo Underground. The people sitting around the compartment were in panic, frantically calling their friends and family. There was a desperate, bleak feeling in the air. I glanced out the train windows at the red, apocalyptic sky. Just months ago there was that zombie outbreak in New York, and now this. What had Amy entirely released on the world? I shook my head and wiped the trail of sweat dripping down my forehead. I could feel anxiety and fear swirling around my body like a drug. I had to get to the heart of Tokyo and find Amy. I had to stop her from... Suddenly everything goes black. Screaming and confusion surrounds me from all directions. The compartment lights quickly flicker back on. This is your train driver. Everyone please evacuate the vehicle. Repeat, evacuate The pay system glitches out as the train doors burst open. The passengers flock out in droves. What the hell's going on? Had we crashed? As I leap through the train doors and step down to the tracks, my question becomes answered. An Armageddon child watched us panic calmly, hovering above the burning train compartments he had set ablaze. The smell of death was a familiar one. As I ran toward the tunnel's opening, I look back at the Armageddon child. I feel my heart skip a bit as our eyes make contact. He had red, curling eyes. Too scared to move, I just stand there as he slowly hovers towards me. Please don't. The teenager laughed softly. I can promise it will be painless. I fold my knees in defeat. Shiniga! Before he can finish shouting his penalty, he falls to the floor in a pool of blood. My eyes dart around the room frantically. Harder! I jump up and turn toward the direction of the voice. I see Amy standing in front of me. She was looking at me with concerned, frail eyes. Amy? She forms a small red flame in her hand, illuminating her bloodied face. What happened to you? She looks down and lowers her flame and glow. This is what I wanted. The subjects were killing everyone. Adults, children. Her voice trails off as tears start to form in her eyes. We have to stop them. But how? Amy reaches her hand out toward me. She looks at me through soaking wet hair. I don't know. I close my eyes and nod my head slightly. As I grab her hand, we soar around over the wreckage of the train. We fly up and out of the tunnel. The cold, hard rain was still going strong. We watch helplessly as the city burns beneath us. Amy, behind you! I quickly pull Amy backwards, narrowly dodging a powerful beam shot from below. We turn to look at our attacker. A pair of Armageddon children rise from the clouds to face us. What do you think you're doing? We could ask you the same question. Amy looks at me anxiously. Why are you attacking us? I'm one of you, she shouts to them. One of the Armageddon children points at me with a hateful scorn. You know why. But we're the ones who released you all. The Armageddon children laugh an insane screech. One of the children hovers slowly towards us. She had an evil smirk stretched across her pale face. Let him go or you both die, she screams at Amy. The two Armageddon children, not child, children, start swirling around us in circles. We're completely surrounded. Amy, what do we... Amy glances at me with a dark glimmer behind her eyes. She nods her head slightly as I stare back silently. She turns back to them and begins to scream a spell. Kokura! Before she can finish, the Armageddon children blast a powerful dark beam toward us. I feel Amy grab my hand tight as we begin to fall. Missing the attacks by just centimeters, we quickly descend upon the air, free falling to our deaths. I feel my entire body freeze over, blood evaporates from my veins. I close my eyes and grit my teeth. As my body crashes at a car, I hear a familiar voice screaming something. Was I dead? I carefully stretched my eyes open. The wind was blinding. I opened my eyes and slid off the red car I had fallen into. Confused, I pat my clothes up and down. There wasn't a single drop of blood. I was perfectly fine. She went underneath him, right? And it was she who hit the car. I mean, must have. Before I can finish my thought, I see her flying a few meters in front of me, casting and dodging projectiles of magic. I started to run in her direction, when the black car suddenly bursts out in front of me. In shock, I fall back. A man in black business suit opens the door to me. I think he says something, but I can't hear over the roar of the wind. He starts to get out of the car and dash toward me. What the hell did he want? I look from man to Emmy, adrenaline pumping through my veins. Alright, I have a feeling that so far the choices that I predicted that were good were bad, so let's wait and see. I stop running and stand before the vehicle. The man shooks me serious look and grabs me by the arm. We sprint down the road and into a crumbling building of some kind. I fall to the ground in exhaustion as we finally get under cover. What do you? I need your help, the man snaps. What? From me? Who are you? Look, we don't have time for this. The man insists. I know who you are and what you've done. I gulp and nod my head in shame. Right. I mumble beneath my breath. The Armageddon child you were with, the one who lit the stack on the seat. She didn't lit anything. She didn't. Whatever, look, I know how to end this. Really? I shout, taken back. Look, the man sighed. Zone Zero is just a subsidiary of the company I work for. Because the Armageddon project was so delicate, we had major security precautions about being put in place. Like what? There's a program back at the Zone Zero that will activate the Dark Friday protocol. Dark Friday protocol. The man shuffles around uncomfortably for a moment before responding. I'll activate self-destruct mechanisms placed in each of the subject's heart. The protocol will induce fatal heart attacks in each of the subjects. I feel a shiver cart down my spine. Will it? The man nods like it will kill them all. I tense the muscles in my legs and force myself up. What do you need me for? The man scans around the empty room for a moment before replying in a hush. We saw on security cameras that she changed the Zone Zero system password. We need to access the Dark Friday program. I back away slightly in confusion. Did Amy know about the program? We need to get the password for her, if she trusts you. I look at the man in his belief. Please, without it. Okay, it would be the name of the we choose, right? I have a feeling it will be like that. Emotions are the caves outside the windows. Are you going to help us? I said before responding. Who do you work for? The man peers at me coldly. I'm not able to tell you that. I stare at him blankly until he finally gives in. With a hoof, he reaches into his pocket and pulls out what looked like a business card. Some good crest was printed on it bold black ink. I looked up the man, confused. I would be killed if I said anything else, he mutters, snatching it back. Look, we really don't have much time. Dark Friday should have been run by now. I feel my heart pounding against my chest. If the program is run, Amy will be. Before I can finish my thought, a dark blade smashes through the building's glass mirrors and into a man. I watch as he falls to his knees in pain. I look around frantically for the attacker until Amy quickly runs into the building through the broken glass. Are you okay? What was that man trying? I grab me by the hands and pull her close to me. I stare straight into her eyes with a serious look. Amy, there's something you have to... No! I look over to the man and run over to his dying body. He looks up at me, coughing up blood. I hear his lungs strain as he tries to speak. I shake my head. What? Clear moon! After spotting the words, I watch his body quickly go limp. The two words ring in my head. Clear moon. I gulp and slowly lean back over to her. What's wrong? She whispers to me while trying to catch my eye. I feel anxious to take over as I drop to the floor. What the hell was I going to do? Okay, let's go with that. Have you heard of the Dark Friday protocol? Yeah, it was rumored among the test subjects at Zone Zero. I look at him with conflicting feelings. Do you think we should actually... Amy looks me dead in the eyes. She had a serious, sympathetic face. There has to be another way. Running that program could save the world. Was it really okay for us not to take that option? Yes, it was. Amy. Come on, Amy says simply, holding out her hand to me. I'll take them out one by one if I have to. You really think you'll be able to defeat them all? We won't know if I never try. I sigh and grab her hand. Maybe this was the way it was always meant to end. No shortcuts, I mutter under my breath. Amy drags me forward and we break the run. As we leap through the smashed glass windows, we soar up into the clouds. We shoot across the city and land atop Tokyo City Hall. Wait for me here, she whispers, releasing my hand. I look her up and down and nod my head. Good luck. Amy smiles and goes to shot off in the sky. Amy, behind you! As she shoots up, a group of 6 Armageddon children rise up behind her. Amy! She quickly turns around to face them, locking to a defensive stance. Coronate me! At the sound of the Armageddon chills words, a series of powerful black blades tears into existence, digging into Amy. Amy! No! The Armageddon children begin circling her and laughing maniacally. Amy screams in pain. I watch helplessly as she falls to her death. I fall to my knees as the Armageddon children speed off into the distance. I look up in the cold, red winter sky. Was this really it? The end of times? I feel tears start to roll down my frozen fleshy cheeks. I put my hands in my hair and turn to a fetal position. The world slowly collapses around me. Oh. Well, again. Let's go over here. Okay, I don't want to do this, but let's do it. I mean, we have to go back to the zone 0. She tells me with a confused expression, but I look up at her. I think there's something there that can end all of this. Like a weapon? She asks. I think for a second before coming up with a falsehood. That man was from zone 0. He says that there's some kind of machine that can take away the Armageddon children's powers. Oh! What a liar! Really? I avoid cries as I nod my head. We can finally end this, I whisper. We can cure everyone as well? She screams in euphoria. She grabs my hand and we leap through the broken shards of glass. Harder? Wait, okay, thank you for everything, she whispers, smiling. I open my mouth to respond, but my words fail me. I force a smile and nod my head. Amy leaps in the sky, pulling me back up into the clouds. Well, to be honest, that's something I wouldn't do at all. I wouldn't allow myself to do that. I kind of like her. We soar through the city and over Tokyo Tower. I mean, it wasn't her choice, right? And in heart, she seems to be like a good person. I mean, she doesn't really want to kill. I feel my aging, frail body shaking madly as bullets of ice dug into my flesh. The short hidden building finally fades into view. Whoa. What was once a mint clean building was now a complete wreck. The Armageddon children obviously had a field day. I just hope to God the semi is still up and running. We hit the ground softly and stopped running toward the broken, destroyed building. I grabbed Amy's hand and dug through the broken glass lining Zone 0's entrance. Despite its outward appearance, the building was still very much the same inside. The final maze of doorways were lined in every direction. Arthur, what room are we looking exactly for? I think for a moment before answering. Is there some kind of a security HQ or something? Not really, although. I look at Emmy. We should try the commander's office if something like that was hidden anywhere. I noted and motioned for Emmy to show me the way. We quickly dashed through a building, climbing stairways and weaving in and out of doors. Finally we reached a large entrance with the words Commander Day's office printed across it in bold letters. In place of the door handle is a small console. I could try bringing the door down, but I doubt it would work. Emmy whispers to me, "We need the pass to enter. Is no way in." I look over the console and walk over to it. The still man's words ring through my head once more. Clear moon. Okay, I reach down to the console's keypad and enter the words. Emmy looks at me suspiciously as the door clicks open. The room was lined with large computer system and whiteboards, covered in scribblings and equations. I've only been here once before. I look over to her. You introduced me to Commander Day when I first came here. Her voice trails off as she peers around the room. I think for a moment before it finally clicks. Commander Day. I think back his final words for a moment before shaking my head. I had to stay focused. I walked up to one of the large computer consoles and tapped the enter key. The large screen lining the wall lights up to a familiar black crest. A window pops up asking me to input the system password. I felt my heart beating quickly increase. This was the tricky part. I raised my fingers from the keyboard and turned to look at Amy. She was sitting cross-legged on the floor looking through a black file. Amy! She jumps slightly and looks up at me. When we were here before, when you freed everyone, Amy glanced at me confused. You also changed the system password, didn't you? Amy's expression suddenly turns angry. She slowly stands up and walks over to me, staring right into my eyes. I forced one of the scientists to had to make sure that no one could access. She starts slowly. I feel sweat start to drip down my neck. Did she know? Amy suddenly stops dead in her tracks a meter or so away from me. Why do you come here? She asked, voice shaking. I feel my mouth go dry as shivers run down my spine. I told you why. Cut the crap! Amy stamps coldly. She steps closer toward me and peers at me in disgust. You know about the Dark Friday protocol, don't you? She says through clenched teeth. I cup and my head. I whimper as Amy slaps me hard across the face. You want to kill us? You want to kill me? I step back a little and try to explain. Amy, think of all the people in the city. Millions could die because of them. We are the ones who started this. My voice trails off as Amy starts to calm down. She looks at me with sad eyes. Is this really our only choice? She asks, holding back tears. I stare at her in silence. I watch her wipe away her tears and walk over to the computer console. Amy. She taps out a 9-letter password before hitting enter. The screen fades to black and lists a series of commands and actions numbered from 1 to 100. Amy scrolls down to number 100, Dark Friday. As she goes to activate it, I grab her hand. I can't let her do this. I feel tears start to drip down my cheeks. I try to speak but no more words come out. Amy glances at me and smiles as she hits the enter key. A deafening alarm sound starts screeching throughout the facility. Amy grabs the right side of her chest and starts to fall to the floor in agony. I lean over and manage to catch her. I kneel down with her as she starts shaking violently in pain. Amy, no! I look her up and down helplessly. Her face was screwed up in pain. A small line of tears were slowly dripping down her cheeks from her closed eyes. Amy, please no! I shout helplessly over the screeching alarm. I see her left eye open slightly and a small smile stretch across her face for a brief moment. Feel her body go limp in my arms. I swear and collapse in shock. I watch as the Armageddon children fall from the sky one by one. Again, I want to check the other one. Screw the guy and let's run after her. I hesitate for a moment before quickly dashing around the man. I hear him shout after me, but I didn't have time. I had to reach Amy. I sprang against the strong winds roaring throughout the streets. My school uniform was soaked and cold. Suddenly a wall of flame blazed around me, stopping me dead in my tracks. I turn around and see an Armageddon child slowly walking over to me, flames raised in both hands. Oh, that's the guy. His face was torn and destroyed. The remainder of his flesh was slowly shredding off. He was like something from a nightmare. Hello, he spits at me with a sick grin twisting across what was left of his face. I'm here. I cover in fear as he inches closer and closer toward me. I could hear him laugh softly amongst the blades of the harsh winds. His face was oozing with blood. You're the human who helped us escape, are you not? His voice was deep and emotionless. I nervously nodded my head slightly. I was too afraid to move a single step. A cold, insane laugh erupts from his curling, disgusting mouth. He looks at me with dark red eyes. His smile slowly forms to a frown. I guess the prophecies were pretty accurate. Prophecies? He mumbles something under his breath and shakes his head. Anyway, let's make this quick. I watch closely as he raises his arm above his head and begins to scream a spell. Superu Burakusa! Mamorimasu! And suddenly shoots through the flames, landing in front of me. A red force field fades into existence, separating us from the Armageddon child. Shia! Amy spits in disgust. Shia laughs and backs away a bit. Why are you so content of breaking him, Amy? He's one of them, he screams, motioning toward the city around us. Amy flicks her fingers and the force field disappears. She walks over to him cautiously. Kuroi Tsubasa! Eh? What? At the sound of the words, a large bright purple blade appears in her hand. Shia laughs as she holds the blade up to his neck. You think you can kill me? He shouts at her manically. He leaps back a few meters from Amy and jumps to the sky. He flies up above us. No one can destroy me, he screams to the sky. Even the bullshit secret society is afraid of me. No one can destroy me! Amy turns to me. Wait for me, she says and soars to the sky after Shia. I watch helplessly as they fight amongst the sky. Ah! As Shia lands a fatal blow, Amy gets punched down to the ground. Ah! Amy! Moments before hitting ground, Shia swoops in and grabs her by her hair. Laughing, he flies in the middle of the road and tosses Amy to the side. She just lies there, too weak to move. Shia scans around unobstructive. Bloody scene before running toward a nearby parked car. He shouts out some kind of smell and tears off the car's roof. He reaches in and pulls out a family of 3 from within. The parents were covering in fear, desperately trying to protect their young child. He turns to me and smiles. Choose, Shia spits at me through a disgusting gay smirk. What? What did he want me to do? Choose who you want to live. He swings his blade around from facing the family to Amy, who was lying in a bloody fragile heap. The blade of red flames was held just inches from her body. I instantly feel sick. Sweat, it should be sweat, drips down my forehead. What do you mean? I shout to him. He just looks at me with dark, horrific eyes and laughs. You know what I mean, he chucks. Choose one or they all die. What kind of sick game was this? I look from the family to Amy. What the fuck was I supposed to do? Hurry up, she snaps. You have until the count of 3. I look at him in disgust. 3. I could hear the mother and her child crying and screaming over the roar of the storm. 2. The father was staring at me in desperation. His planning was inaudible over the rain. 1. I look over to Amy. It looked as though she was knocked out. She couldn't move an inch. I feel tears start to form in my eyes. I open my mouth wide to scream my elsewhere. That's a tough one. Okay, let's think about it. I think our protagonist is already in love, so I think he would go that way. Hey! I scream. She laughs and turns to the family. The 3 figures shake in fear like soldiers before war. I close my eyes as I hear Shia shout a spell. Dragon Buresu! I still open my eyes at the bloody horrific scene. Shia laughs as he turns his attention away from the bloody horrific heap he had just created. I had never killed a child before, he shouts me. Thank you for the experience! I avoid his eyes and start to walk over to Amy. I try to ignore the smell of death being thrown to my face. By the harsh winds, I felt chilled to my very bone. What do you think you're doing? I stare at him confused. Shia looks from me to Amy with an evil glimmer in his eyes. Hey, you should never really trust an American child, he shouts to me as he slowly steps over Amy's fragile body. No! I watch as Shia places his hand over Amy's body. He looks at me with a sick, awful grin. You are sent here to cause chaos. I fall to my knees helplessly. We are sent here to kill. I wince as Shia stabs his blade into Amy's evil body. I grab my face in my hands and scream until my lungs ached. I feel Amy's blood splash on my body. After a few moments, I feel a cold hand on my shoulder. I look up and see Shia standing above me, his blade held centimeters above my head. I whimper and feel fear pump through my bloodstream. Please, Shia laughs. I feel his blade tear into my chest, blood splattering across the cold, wet scene. I fall to my side in agony and clench up into the fetal position. I hear Shia walk off into the distance. I feel a warmth coming as death slowly offers comfort from the pain. So yeah. Okay, there's one more ending. Okay, the family ice cream. Shia shrugs and stands above Amy's lifeless body. Good riddance. Shia spits at her before raising his powerful horrific blade. Amy, no! I scream as his blade comes crashing down. Moments before back Amy twitches slightly and a red force field appears around her body. Shia is thrown back and screams in annoyance. Amy slowly staggers her feet, blood dripping from her body. You'll pay for that! Bright blue flames erupt around Amy's body as she starts hovering from the ground. Amy screams as she propels herself forward. Shia smiles and starts sprinting over her, blade raised above his head. The two collide in a flash of otherworldly colors. An explosion rose between them. It almost looked divine. As the explosion settles, I quickly regain composure. Amy was standing above Shia, her blade held up to his horrific hanging face. Amy, thank God! Actually, you should have said that. Amy flashes me a smile before turning back to Shia. It's over! Amy shouts to him. Shia looks up at her and smiles. Just kill me. Amy looks at him in disgust. You're a coward. Shia breaks into a hearty laugh. I suppose you never found out why I was treated with such care at Zone Zero, huh? Stop trying to stall me, she spit at him, raising her blade to the sky, ready to attack. Shia closes his eyes and mumbles something under his breath. I quickly look over to him and stand behind Amy. As Amy brings down her blade to strike him, he opens his eyes back up. Shining from them was a blinding orange light. Amy stops dead and gasps. Confused, I look Shia up and down and notice an orange glow erupting from his vines. What the hell? Amy throws her blade aside and looks at me in despair. He's self-destructing! I whimper in disbelief. Shia screams one last word before exploding into splinterness. Die! Shia's body wraps in orange light. Amy quickly snatches my hand and jumps up in the sky. I look back and see a large explosion erupting from the middle of the city. We shoot through the sky like a bullet. I clench my eyes shut as I feel the atmosphere collapse around me. We finally land on a short, grassy hill. I scan the horizon and see an explosive cloud rising up from Tokyo City. I drop to my knees, traumatized. I feel Amy place her hand on my shoulder. I wasn't sure how to feel. My choices in the past few hours had led me here, like sirens underwater. We stand there, idle and silent, for what felt like an hour. We watched helplessly as hundreds of thousands of lives were torn from the earth. Amy drops the ground and kneels beside me. We stare into each other's eyes. Sad eyes. We're both speechless, tired and cold. As I look over the horizon, I see a series of black vans speeding in our direction. Was I just imagining it, or were they coming toward us? After a few moments, the cars screech to a halt a few meters away. A series of men in black hoods exit the vehicles and quickly march over to us. I force myself to stand up as they start to surround us. What do you want? I manage to stammer. Oxygen struggles through my lungs with each breath. Confused, I stare them up and down. They all had their faces covered by the same black hoods. Printed across their robes was some weird white crest. They almost looked like cultists, like something from a horror movie. I pick up a little and grab Amy's hand. We had to get the fuck out of here. They started chanting under their breath. I couldn't make out what they were saying. We were all completely surrounded, but what did they want? Did they know who we were? Before Amy can finish spelling her spell, a loud crashing sound fills the scene. Confused, I look around to Amy. She was crouched over in pain, blood gushing from her heart. Amy! I scream as she quickly falls to the ground. Her body lies still and lifeless. I feel blood rush to my head and my vision go blurry. I quickly shoot my hands upwards and beg for mercy, but what the hell was going on? I suddenly feel something dig into my body. The group chants intensifying as I drop to my knees in pain. What is this? Why is this happening? Why? Like a candle's dying flame, I feel myself slowly die. Now the question is, which one was the correct ending? I have no idea, but it would be it of Chaos Girl. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and see you in Chaos Eclipse, which supposedly is what will be happening after that, I think. So for now, hope you enjoyed it, and see you then. Bye bye.